Say these 3 words every morning, my dear, and begin your day by welcoming more good. Before the day asks anything from you, before the world reaches for your mind, before the phone fills your eyes with other people's voices, pause for one soft moment. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Place one hand over your heart. Feel the quiet life inside you. Feel the breath that came before you tried to earn it. Feel the morning waiting, not as a burden, but as a doorway. Perhaps you woke up today with thoughts already moving too fast. Perhaps your mind began counting the problems before your feet touched the floor. Perhaps you opened your eyes and felt the weight of yesterday still sitting on your chest. The unfinished task, the unpaid bill, the message you did not answer, the worry you carried into sleep and found again when you woke. Breathe. This moment is not here to punish you. This morning is not against you. This day has not yet been written. And before you step into it, you can choose the first words you place inside your heart. I welcome good. I welcome peace. I welcome this day with an open heart. Let those words be simple. Do not rush them. Do not try to make them dramatic. Let them be soft enough to enter you. Let them be steady enough to hold you. Let them be the first little light you turn on inside yourself. So many people begin the morning by giving themselves away. They give their eyes to the phone. They give their thoughts to worry. They give their energy to fear. They give their peace to every little sound, every little message, every little demand. And then they wonder why the day feels heavy before it has even begun. But you, my dear, can begin differently. You can begin before the world enters. You can begin with your own breath. You can begin with your own heart. You can begin with 3 words that gently open the door of your mind and say to life, I am ready to receive what is good for me today. Not everything at once. Not every dream in one morning. Not every answer in 1 hour. Just good. One piece of good. One soft moment. One helpful thought, one kind sign, one open door, one bit of peace where there used to be fear. The morning is a doorway, and every doorway asks one quiet question. How will you enter? Will you enter the day with fear in your hands? Will you enter already defending yourself from life? Will you enter as if the day is a fight you must survive? Or will you enter gently with your heart open enough to say, I welcome good? There is power in the way you begin. There is power in the first breath you notice. There is power in the first thought you feed. There is power in the first words you speak, even if you speak them only inside your own heart. Before the noise, come back to yourself. Before the rush, come back to your breath. Before the world asks anything from you, give love to yourself. Soft. Here, begin. You do not need to have a perfect morning. You do not need candles, music, silence, or a special room. You do not need to wake up feeling holy. You do not need to wake up feeling strong. You only need one honest moment where you choose not to hand your whole day over to fear. Maybe you are still in bed. Maybe the room is dim. Maybe the light from your phone is resting beside you, waiting to pull you into the world. Maybe the sheets are cool against your hand. Maybe the air feels still and quiet, like the day has not yet decided what it will become. This is the sacred place. Right here. Not later. Not after coffee. Not after everything is done. Not after you feel better. Right here, in the small first space between waking and doing, you can bless your day. Place your hand over your heart and say it slowly. I welcome good. Feel the word I. It means you are choosing. It means you are not waiting for someone else to give you permission to begin again. It means you are not asking the world to decide your worth today. You are choosing to stand inside your own life with love. Feel the word welcome. It means you are opening, not chasing, not begging, not forcing, opening. Like opening a window in a room that has been closed too long. Like letting fresh air come in. Like letting morning light touch a table, a wall, a tired face. Feel the word good. It does not have to mean something huge. It can mean a calm breath. It can mean a kind message. It can mean a peaceful answer. It can mean the strength to do one thing at a time. It can mean guidance. It can mean help. It can mean money, love, healing, comfort, rest, or a small sign that life has not forgotten you. I welcome good. Say it as if you are opening the door. Say it as if your heart is a home and good is good, allowed to enter. Say it as if the day is listening. Many people have been trained to expect trouble. They wake up and look for what may go wrong. They scan the day for danger. They think of the hardest thing first. They remember the person who hurt them, the problem that is not solved, the task that feels too big. And without knowing it, they teach the mind to walk into the morning with closed fists. But a closed fist cannot receive. A tight heart cannot notice the quiet gifts of life. A worried mind cannot always hear the soft guidance that is already trying to help. So this morning practice is not about pretending life has no problems. It is not about denying what is real. It is not about forcing yourself to smile when you feel tired. It is about choosing the energy you bring to what is real. You may have things to handle today. You may have bills to pay, work to do, people to care for, choices to make, feelings to understand. Life may still ask something from you, but you do not have to meet it from panic. You do not have to meet it from dread. You do not have to meet it from the belief that you are alone. You can meet it from welcome. You can meet it from breath. You can meet it from the deep inner knowing that good is still possible today. I welcome good. I welcome help. I welcome peace in the middle of this day. Notice how simple this is. The mind may want something more complicated. The mind may say, "No, tell me exactly how everything will work out. Tell me when the answer is coming. Tell me who will help. Tell me what will change. Tell me why I had to wait this long." But the soul does not need all the details to begin in peace. The soul only needs an opening. The soul only needs a yes. The soul only needs a soft place inside you where life can enter. Yes. There is a gentle strength in not reaching for the phone in the first 30 seconds. There is a quiet power in not letting the world choose your first feeling. There is deep self-love in saying, "Before I answer life, I will listen to my heart." Give yourself 30 seconds. That is enough to begin. 30 seconds where you do not scroll. 30 seconds where you do not check. 30 seconds where you do not let outside noise rush into your mind before your own spirit has been greeted. In those 30 seconds, breathe. Let the body know the day has not attacked you. Let the mind know it does not have to run yet. Let the heart know it is safe to open. Then whisper, "I welcome good." This is not a magic trick. This is a way of training your inner world. This is a way of telling your mind what to look for. When you welcome good, you begin to notice good. When you notice good, you begin to feel more supported. When you feel more supported, you move differently. When you move differently, life meets you differently. It begins small, a breath, there becomes softer, a thought becomes kinder, a decision becomes clearer, a tense moment becomes easier to pass through. A problem that felt too heavy begins to have one small next step. You may not change the whole day in one sentence, but you change the way you enter the day. And that changes more than you know. The doorway is always there. Each morning, life places one hand on the door and waits. It does not force you to open. It does not shout. It does not demand. It simply waits for your willingness. And willingness can be very small. You can be tired and willing. You can be unsure and willing. You can be sad and willing. You can be afraid and still willing to welcome good. That is enough. You do not need to feel perfect before you speak good into your life. You do not need to believe every word with your whole mind. You only need to plant the words with love. A seed does not look like a flower when you place it in the soil. It looks small. It looks plain. It looks like nothing much is happening, but life knows what to do with a seed. Your words are seeds. Your morning is soil. Your attention is water. So be careful what you plant when the day begins. Do not plant. This will be hard before you have even stood up. Do not plant. Nothing works for me before life has had the chance to surprise you. Do not plant, "I am already behind," when the morning is still fresh. Plant something kinder. Plant something softer. Plant something that gives your heart room to breathe. I welcome good. Breathe it in. I welcome good. Let it settle. I welcome good. Let the day hear you. My dear, there may be mornings when these words feel easy. The sun may be soft. Your body may feel rested. Your mind may feel calm. On those mornings, saying "I welcome good" may feel natural, like opening the curtains and letting the light in. But there will also be mornings when these words feel like a choice. There may be mornings when you wake from heavy dreams, mornings when your body aches, mornings when your heart feels lonely, mornings when you do not feel sure that good is close. Those are the mornings when the practice matters most. Not because you are trying to cover your pain, not because you are trying to force happiness, but because you are reminding yourself that pain is not the only thing allowed in the room. Fear is not the only voice that gets to speak. The past is not the only story that gets to continue. Good is allowed here too. Peace is allowed here too. Help is allowed here too. Open. When you say, "I welcome good," you are not saying, "Everything is already perfect." You are saying, "I am open to the good that can meet me in this moment." You are saying, "I will not close my heart before the day begins." You are saying, "Life, I am willing to see your kindness." This is how a morning becomes sacred. Not because it is silent, not because everything is easy, not because the world stops moving. A morning becomes sacred when you decide to meet it with awareness instead of fear. So let this be your first practice. Before the world enters, come back. Before the phone, breathe. Before the worry, soften. Before the planning, place one hand over your heart. Before the day becomes loud, say the words that open the door. I welcome good. And if your mind asks, what good? Simply answer, the good that is right for me today. That may be peace. That may be courage. That may be patience. That may be money. That may be healing. That may be a kind person. That may be a new idea. That may be the strength to release something that has been taking too much from you. You do not have to name every blessing. You only have to open to it, receive. You are not begging life to love you. Life already loves you. You are not begging the morning to be kind. You are becoming available to kindness. You are not begging good to come from far away. You are allowing yourself to notice the good that may already be near. The first morning doorway is inside you. And when that doorway opens, even a little, the whole day feels different. Every morning, you write something inside yourself. You may not write it with a pen. You may not write it on paper. But you write it with your thoughts. You write it with your breath. You write it with the way you speak to yourself before anyone else speaks to you. The mind is like a clean blackboard in the first light of morning, and the first words you place there matter. If the first words are, "I am tired of my life," the body hears that. If the first words are, "I cannot handle this," the heart hears that. If the first words are, "Something will go wrong," the mind begins looking for proof. But if the first words are, "I welcome good," something shifts. The mind receives a new instruction. The body receives a softer message. The heart receives a small sign of safety. Every morning, you choose a tone. Every morning, you tell life what you are ready to notice. Every morning, you teach your inner world how to meet the outer world. Choose. This does not mean one sentence controls every detail of your day. It means your words create a direction. They point your attention. And attention is powerful. What you look for, you often find. What you expect, you often notice. What you repeat, you often become more ready to receive. If you wake up and tell yourself, "Today will be awful," you begin scanning for hard things. You notice the delay. You notice the mess. You notice the unkind tone. You notice the missing thing. Your mind says, "See, I was right." But if you wake up and say, "I welcome good," your mind begins scanning in a new way. It may notice the warm cup and you notice the hand. It may notice the quiet moment before work. It may notice that one problem has a simple next step. It may notice that someone speaks kindly. It may notice that you are stronger than you felt when you first woke up. The day may be the same day, but you are meeting it with different eyes. This is not small. This is the beginning of change. My dear, the words you speak in the morning do not disappear. They enter the body. They move into your mood. They shape the way you stand, the way you listen, the way you answer, the way you expect to be treated. Words are not only sounds. Words are little messengers. They go into the mind and say, "Look here." They go into the heart and say, "Feel this." They go into the body and say, "Prepare for this." So when you say, "I welcome good," you send a kind messenger into your own being. You are telling your mind, "Look for support." You are telling your heart, "It is safe to open." You are telling your body, "You do not need to begin in fear." That is why these 3 words are simple but not weak. They are gentle but not empty. They are soft but they carry power. The old mind may argue. The old mind may say, "There is too much to do." The soul says, "Begin with one loving thought." The old mind may say, "What if today goes wrong?" The soul says, "What if today brings help?" The old mind may say, "You have tried before." The soul says, "Begin again anyway." The old mind may say, You must rush. The soul says, peace can walk with you. Listen. There is always a voice inside that wants to protect you by expecting less. It believes that if you expect disappointment, disappointment will hurt less. It believes that if you keep your heart closed, nothing can enter and break it. It believes that fear is wisdom. But fear is not always wisdom. Sometimes fear is only an old habit speaking loudly. The soul speaks more softly. The soul does not shout. It does not push. It does not scare you into action. It invites. It reminds. It places a warm hand on your heart and says, let us begin again. This is why the first words of the morning matter. They help decide which voice you will feed. Will you feed the old mind that says, hurry, worry, prepare for pain? Or will you feed the soul that says, breathe, open, welcome good? Again. Say the 3 words slowly 3 times. I welcome good. I welcome good. I welcome good. Do not say them like a task. Say them like you are pouring warm water over a dry place inside you. Say them like you are speaking to the part of you that has waited a long time to feel safe. Say them like you are not trying to impress the universe, but simply telling the truth to your own heart. The first time, let the words touch your mind. The second time, let them touch your body. The third time, let them touch your day. This is the kind of practice that looks small from the outside, somehow. It may see you sitting quietly and think nothing is happening. But inside you are changing the message. You are wiping away old chalk from the blackboard of the mind. You are writing something new. I welcome good. Not I chase good, not I earn good by suffering, not I must prove I deserve good, I welcome good. The difference is beautiful. When you chase, your energy runs ahead of you. When you welcome, your energy comes home. When you chase, you tell life, it is far away. When you welcome, you tell life, it may already be near. When you chase, the body tightens. When you welcome, the body opens. Your morning words can either make you run from yourself or return to yourself. Return. Many people do not notice how they speak to themselves in the first hour of the day. They may say things like, I look terrible. I am so behind. I do not want to deal with this. I never have enough time. I am always tired. Today is going to be hard. These may feel like simple thoughts, but the mind listens, the body listens, the energy listens. Each thought becomes a little line on the blackboard. One line may not seem like much, but after many mornings, the whole board is filled with old messages. And then the person wonders why life feels heavy. This is not about blame. There is no need to judge yourself for the words you have used before. You learned them somewhere. You repeated them because they felt familiar. Maybe you heard others speak that way. Maybe life taught you to expect difficulty. Maybe the past trained your nervous system to wake up ready for trouble. But awareness gives you choice, and choice gives you power. Right now, you can choose a new first line. I welcome good. This line does not erase every old line at once, but it begins to change the board. It begins to make space. It begins to tell the mind, there is another way to see this day. My words bless my morning. My morning blesses my day. Let that be enough for now. A blessed morning does not mean everything goes your way. It means you go through the day with a different inner companion. It means when something feels hard, you have a phrase to return to. It means when fear rises, you do not have to let it lead. It means when you forget your peace, you can come back. I welcome good. This phrase can meet you anywhere. It can meet you while brushing your teeth, when you look in the mirror and want to criticize your face. Instead, you can pause and say, I welcome good into the way I see myself. It can meet you while making tea or coffee, when the warm cup is in your hand and the mind begins rushing into the future. You can pause and say, I welcome good into this moment. It can meet you while sitting on the edge of the bed when the day feels too large. You can place both feet on the floor and say, I welcome good into my next step. It can meet you while looking out the window, while hearing distant traffic, while folding a blanket, while opening a door, while washing your hands. There is no place too ordinary for a sacred thought. The sacred does not always arrive as thunder. Sometimes it arrives as a sentence spoken softly before breakfast. Sometimes it arrives as a breath. Sometimes it arrives as a choice not to attack yourself. Sometimes it arrives as 3 words that turn your face back toward life. Notice. Your first words teach your mind what to notice, and the mind is always collecting proof. If you believe nothing good happens for you, the mind will collect proof of lack. If you believe life can support you, the mind will begin to collect proof of support. This is why you must be kind and clear with your inner instructions. The mind is not your enemy, it is a student. It learns by repetition. It learns by feeling. It learns by what you return to again and again. So every morning, teach it gently. Teach it that good is allowed. Teach it that peace is possible. Teach it that help can come. Teach it that life is not only struggle. Teach it that you are not alone. There may be mornings when the mind says, I do not believe this. That is all right. You do not need to fight the mind. You can say, thank you for trying to protect me. But today we are practicing a new way. Then speak the words again. I welcome good. The mind may say, but what if good does not come? You may answer, I am willing to notice even the smallest good. The mind may say, but what if the day is hard? You may answer, then I welcome strength, guidance, and peace. The mind may say, "But what if I am disappointed?" You may answer, "I will still speak kindly to myself." This is how you become a loving leader inside your own life. You stop letting every fear become the main voice. You stop letting every old thought write the whole morning. You stop letting worry hold the chalk. You take the chalk back gently. You write, "I welcome good." And beneath it you write, "I am safe to begin." And beneath that you write, "This day can bless me in ways I do not yet see." Breathe. There is no need to rush this. Morning practice is not another thing to achieve. It is not a test. It is not a performance. It is a return. Some days you may feel deep peace. Some days you may feel nothing. Some days you may forget until later. That is okay. The point is not perfection. The point is relationship. You are building a relationship with your own mind. You are teaching it to be a place where good can land. You are teaching your nervous system that the morning does not have to begin as an alarm inside the soul. You are teaching your heart that it can open slowly. You are teaching your day how to meet you. And as you do this, something gentle begins to happen. You may find that you react less quickly. You may notice that you breathe before answering. You may feel that you are less hungry for outside approval because you have already given yourself one loving message. You may begin to see good in places you once rushed past. The color of the sky, the taste of warm tea, the sound of water, the softness of a clean towel, the relief of one completed task, the kindness of one person, the small strength in your own body. Good was not always absent. Sometimes your attention was simply trained toward fear. Now you are training it toward blessing. Do this without pressure. Do not make a hard rule from a soft practice. Do not say, "If I forget, I failed." Instead say, "When I remember, I return." Return. That is the path. A spiritual life is not built by never forgetting. It is built by returning with love each time you remember. So tomorrow morning and the morning after and the morning after that, give yourself this little gift. Before the day becomes full, before others enter your mind, before the old story begins speaking too loudly, place your hand on your heart and write the first line inside yourself. I welcome good. This is how the inner blackboard changes. One morning at a time, one breath at a time, one kind sentence at a time. And the day, hearing the new message inside you, begins to meet you in a new way. Now let us go deeper into the 3 words themselves, because simple words can hold great power when they are spoken with feeling. I welcome good. Only 3 words. Easy to remember, easy to whisper, easy to carry into any morning. And yet, each word opens a different room inside the heart. Think of your inner world as a home. Some rooms may be bright and open. Some rooms may be closed because of old pain. Some rooms may be crowded with worry. Some may be full of memories you have not known how to release. And every morning, when you speak with love, you are walking through that inner home and opening the windows. I welcome good. The first word is I. This word matters. It means you are choosing. It means you are not waiting for the world to decide how you will begin. It means you are not giving your whole power to yesterday, to other people, to fear, to old stories, or to what has not happened yet. I does not mean selfishness. It means presence. It means I am here. I am alive. I am part of this day. I have a voice in my own inner world. I can choose the first message I give myself. So many people are present for everyone else before they are present for themselves. They wake up and immediately think of what others need. Who must be answered? What must be fixed? What must be done? Who may be upset? What may go wrong? But the word I brings you back. I am here. I matter in my own morning. I'm allowed to speak kindly to myself before I serve the world. This is not hard. It is holy in its simplicity. Place your hand on your heart and feel the word. Not as a cry of fear, not as a demand, as a gentle return. I am here. I am breathing. I am willing. I choose to begin with love. Open. The second word is welcome. This word has a different feeling from chase. It has a different feeling from force. It has a different feeling from beg. Welcome is soft, but it is also strong. Welcome means the door is open. Welcome means the room is ready. Welcome means you are not blocking the blessing before it reaches you. When you welcome someone into your home, you do not chase them down the street. You do not grab them by the arm. You do not force them to enter. You open the door. You create space. You say, "You may come in." This is the energy of receiving. My dear, many people want good, but they do not welcome it. They want peace, but they keep speaking to themselves in harsh ways. They want abundance, but they keep saying there is never enough. They want love, but they keep closing the heart before love can reach them. They want guidance, but they keep filling every quiet space with noise. To welcome good means to become available to it. It means you allow a compliment to land. It means you allow help without feeling guilty. It means you allow rest without calling yourself lazy. It means you allow a kind moment without waiting for it to be taken away. It means you allow life to give in ways you did not plan. Welcome. That word opens the door. The third word is good. Good is a wide word. It has room inside it. Good can mean many things. and that is why it is so beautiful for the morning. You do not have to know exactly what you need. Life may know better than the worried mind. Good may come as peace. Good may come as patience. Good may come as an answer. Good may come as money. Good may come as love. Good may come as courage. Good may come as a closed door that protects you. Good may come as a delay that saves you from the wrong path. Good may come as a simple moment where you suddenly feel, I can handle this. When you say, I welcome good, you are not telling life exactly how to bless you. You are opening to the form of good that is right for you today. That is trust. That is wisdom. That is peace. Receive. Let the phrase move through the rooms of your inner home. I welcome good into my mind. I welcome good into my body. I welcome good into this day. Feel how each line opens a different door. When you welcome good into your mind, you are inviting better thoughts. Not perfect thoughts, better thoughts, kinder thoughts. Thoughts that help you breathe. Thoughts that remind you of your strength. Thoughts that guide you toward one next step instead of 10 fears at once. When you welcome good into your body, you are inviting softness. You are telling the shoulders they can drop. You are telling the stomach it does not need to twist so tightly. You are telling the hands they can open. You are telling the heart it is safe to beat in peace. When you welcome good into your day, you are inviting life to meet you in simple, clear, loving ways. You may not know how it will happen. That is all right. You do not need to know how sunlight enters a room in order to open the curtain. You do not need to know how a seed grows in order to water it. You do not need to know how good will come in order to welcome it. Control may speak here. Control may say, tell me exactly how it will happen. Blessing says, let me come in a form you did not expect. Control says, I need proof before I open. Blessing says, open a little and you will begin to see. Control says, what if I am disappointed? Blessing says, I can still meet you gently. Control says, I must hold everything. Blessing says, make space. Yes, open your palms on your lap for a moment. Let them rest facing upward. This is a simple gesture, but the body understands it. Closed hands say, I must protect. Open hands say, I am willing to receive. Hold your palms open for 90 seconds if you can. Breathe slowly. Let the air move in and out. Feel the softness of your hands. Feel the space between your fingers. Feel how the body begins to learn the prayer before the mind fully understands it. I welcome good. Not because I have earned it through struggle. Not because I have suffered enough. Not because I have proved myself to everyone. I welcome good because good is part of life and I am part of life. This is very important. You do not have to become worthy of good. You are learning to feel safe enough to receive it. Worth is not something you build from nothing. Worth is something you remember. It was never absent. It may have been covered by fear, criticism, shame, or old pain, but it was not gone. When you say, "I welcome good," you are not trying to become someone else. You are returning to the truth that life was always meant to move through you with love. There may be a room inside you where old voices still live. Voices that say, "Do not ask for too much. Do not expect too much. Do not be too happy. Do not trust good when it comes. Do not open your heart. Do not believe life can change." Those voices may have been with you for a long time. Do not hate them. Do not fight them. They were trying to protect you in the only way they knew. But today, you can speak a new word in that room. Welcome. You can open the window. You can let new air in. You can say, "Thank you, old fear, but I am learning a different way now. I welcome good. I welcome safe love. I welcome kind help. I welcome gentle change." The heart does not open by being forced. The heart opens when it feels safe. So do not push yourself to believe more than you can believe today. Start where you are. If the full phrase feels too big, say, "I am willing to welcome good." If even that feels hard, say, "I am willing to be willing." That is enough. Willingness is a small key, but it opens many doors. Maybe you do not yet believe that more good can come, but can you be willing to notice one good thing? Can you be willing to receive one kind word? Can you be willing to let one breath be peaceful? Can you be willing to stop attacking yourself for one morning? One morning is a beginning. One breath is a beginning. One kind phrase is a beginning. Begin. When you say, "I welcome good," let it touch the places where you have been closed. If you have been closed to love, say, "I welcome good into my relationships." If you have been closed to money, say, "I welcome good into my receiving." If you have been closed to healing, say, "I welcome good into my body." If you have been closed to joy, say, "I welcome good into my heart." If you have been closed to rest, say, "I welcome good into my pace." Not as a long list, not as pressure. Just one honest opening at a time. Your inner home does not need to be cleaned in one day. You do not need to open every room at once. You can begin with the room you are standing in. This morning, this breath, this thought, this simple prayer. I welcome good. There is another reason these words are powerful. They do not argue with life. They do not say, "Only this kind of good is allowed." They do not say, "Good must come by noon." They do not say, "Good must look exactly like my plan." They leave space for divine timing. They leave space for surprise. They leave space for the wisdom of life. Sometimes the good that comes is not the good you expected. Sometimes it is not the answer, but the peace to wait. Sometimes it is not the open door, but the courage to stop knocking on the wrong one. Sometimes it is not more noise, but more quiet. Sometimes it is not a person returning, but your own heart returning to itself. Sometimes it is not a sudden change outside you, but a soft change inside you that makes everything feel different. Do not make the word good too small. Let it be wide. Let it be loving. Let it be wiser than fear. My dear, you can even speak these words to the parts of yourself you have rejected. To the tired part, say, I welcome good. To the lonely part, say, I welcome good. To the afraid part, say, I welcome good. To the part that does not know what to do next, say, I welcome good. To the part that feels behind, say, I welcome good. To the part that still hurts, say, I welcome good. You are not pushing these parts away. You are inviting them into healing. You are saying, all of me is allowed to receive kin-ness. Not only the strong part, not only the calm part, not only the part that seems acceptable, all of me. This is self-love in simple language. This is morning healing. This is the quiet work that changes a life. The words I welcome good are not only a statement to the universe, they are also a statement to yourself. They tell your own heart, I will not keep you outside the door anymore. I will not make you wait for love until everything is perfect. I will not treat you as if you must earn gentleness. You are allowed to receive today. You are allowed to receive before all the problems are solved. You are allowed to receive before you understand the whole path. You are allowed to receive while you are still learning. You are allowed to receive now. Let this sink in. You are allowed. Sometimes that is the part that heals the deepest wound. Not the idea that good exists, but the truth that you are allowed to receive it. So many people stand at the doorway of life with their hands full of old beliefs. Beliefs like, I must do everything alone. I must work hard before I rest. I must be perfect before I am loved. I must struggle before I receive. I must keep proving myself. But welcome asks you to put those beliefs down. Welcome asks for empty hands. Welcome asks for a soft heart. Welcome asks for a little trust. Not perfect trust, just a little. I do not chase good. I do not beg for good. I do not force good. I welcome good. Feel the peace in that. There is no panic in welcome. There is no pushing in welcome. There is no tightness in welcome. There is only space, and space is where good can enter. You can practice this every morning in a very simple way. Sit up or stay lying down if you need to. Place one hand over your heart. Open the other hand palm facing upward. Take one slow breath. Then speak the words. I welcome good. Pause. Then say, I welcome good into my thoughts. Pause. Then say, I welcome good into my day. Pause. That is enough. Do not make it heavy. Do not turn it into a duty. Let it be a blessing. If you want, you can add one question after the words, what good am I willing to notice today? Then listen, do not force an answer. Maybe the answer comes as a feeling. Maybe it comes as one small thought. Maybe it comes later in the day. Maybe the answer is simply, I am willing to notice peace. That is good. Maybe the answer is, I am willing to notice help. That is good. Maybe the answer is, I am willing to notice my own strength. That is good. The more you practice, the more these words become a home inside you. You will begin to feel them even when you do not speak them. You will carry them into the kitchen, into the car, into work, into conversations, into quiet moments, into hard moments. They will become a gentle inner door that you can open again and again, and every time you open it, you remind yourself, good is allowed here. Love is allowed here. Peace is allowed here. Support is allowed here. Life is allowed to bless me today. There may be mornings when you say, I welcome good, and something inside you quietly says, but I do not know how. There may be mornings when your lips speak the words, but your heart still feels tight. Your mind may still be full of old worry. Your body may still be holding yesterday. Your hands may still feel like they are carrying something heavy, even before the day has truly begun. That is all right, my dear. Do not fight that feeling. Notice it. Breathe with it. Let it be seen. Sometimes the first step to welcoming good is not trying harder to believe. Sometimes the first step is seeing what you are still carrying. The old fear, the old shame, the old thought that says nothing changes for me. The old habit of waking up and expecting the day to be hard. The old need to prepare for pain before joy has even had a chance to enter. Resistance is not always loud. It does not always say no. Sometimes it feels like a small knot in the stomach. Sometimes it feels like tight shoulders. Sometimes it feels like the jaw holding on. Sometimes it feels like a quiet thought that says, do not expect too much. But resistance is not who you are. It is something you learned. And anything learned can be softened. Before you move forward in the morning, take one slow breath. Feel the air enter your body. Feel the air leave. Let the breath be simple. You do not need to make it special. You do not need to breathe perfectly. Just let one breath remind you that this moment is new. Then say softly, I release the need to begin this day in fear. I am safe to welcome good. Let the words move through the body slowly. Let them touch the places that are tense. Let them sit beside the parts of you that are scared. You are not trying to force fear out of the room. You are letting love enter the room too. Exhale. So many people wake up wearing yesterday like a heavy coat. They open their eyes and put it on again without thinking. The coat of worry, the coat of guilt, the coat of pressure, the coat of old disappointment, the coat of needing to control everything before anything can feel safe. And because the coat has been worn for so long, it begins to feel normal. But normal does not always mean natural. You were not born to wake up already burdened. You were not born to carry every possible outcome on your back. You were not born to begin each morning as if life is already against you. You are allowed to put the coat down, maybe not forever in one moment, maybe not perfectly, but for one breath, for one morning, for one little space inside yourself. You are allowed to put down the thought that you are late. You are allowed to put down and the fear that nothing will change. You are allowed to put down the old story before the day begins. You are allowed to put down the need to know everything right now. You are allowed to put down the belief that peace must be earned. Let go. When you say, I welcome good, notice what rises. If fear rises, that does not mean the words are not working. It means the words have touched a closed place. It means light has reached a room that was dark for a long time. Sometimes the first thing light shows us is dust. That is not a failure. That is the beginning of cleaning. If you say, I welcome good, and the mind answers, but what if good does not come? Do not panic. Do not argue with the mind. Speak to it gently. Say thank you for trying to protect me, but today we are learning to open. If the mind says, you have been disappointed before, answer, yes, and I am still allowed to receive now. If the mind says, you are not ready, answer, I can begin small. If the mind says, do not trust life, answer, I can trust one breath. One breath is enough. One breath can open the door a little. One breath can remind the body that this is a new moment. One breath can help you stop carrying what was never meant to be carried all day. Fear may say, be ready for disappointment. Love says, be ready for support. Fear may say, protect yourself by expecting less. Love says, open gently and let life surprise you. Fear may say, if you hope, you may be hurt. Love says, if you close, you cannot receive. Fear may say, stay small. Love says, stay soft. Enough. Resistance often comes from old pain. You may have opened your heart before and felt hurt. You may have trusted before and felt let down. You may have believed something good was coming, and then life did not look the way you hoped. So a part of you decided, I will not open like that again. Be kind to that part. It is not bad. It is tired. It has been trying to keep you safe. But safety built on fear becomes a small room. It may keep pain out, but it also keeps blessings out. It may keep the heart from breaking, but it also keeps the heart from expanding. It may stop you from expecting too much, but it also stops you from receiving what life is trying to give. So today, you do not need to tear down every wall. You do not need to become fearless. You only need to open one window, a small one, a gentle one, a morning one. You can say, I am willing to welcome good, even if I feel afraid. I am willing to receive help, even if I do not know how it will come. I am willing to let this day be kinder than I expected. The word willing is very healing. It does not demand perfect belief. It does not shame you for doubt. It simply turns your face toward the possibility of good. If you cannot say, I trust completely, say, I am willing to trust one step. If you cannot say, I know everything will work out, say, I am willing to be supported today. If you cannot say, I am open to all good, say, I am willing to open a little. A little opening is still an opening. My dear, sometimes your morning resistance is not about the day. It is about the way you speak to yourself when the day begins. You may wake up and immediately criticize yourself. You may look at your body and judge it. You may remember what you did not finish and attack yourself. You may think of your age, your money, your past, your mistakes, and use the morning as a place to punish yourself. But no flower grows faster because someone shouts at it. No heart heals faster because it is judged. No life becomes brighter because it is met with harsh words each morning. So before you welcome more good into your day, release the habit of beginning with self-attack. Put that coat down too. You do not need it. It has never helped you become more loved. It has never helped you become more peaceful. It has never helped you receive more good. Say softly, I do not need to hurt myself to change. I do not need to shame myself to grow. I can begin this day with kindness. Let that become your new morning truth. Growth can be gentle. Change can be kind. You can become better without becoming cruel to yourself. You can take responsibility without carrying shame. You can learn without calling yourself broken. This is a very important part of welcoming good. Because if you speak the words, I welcome good, but keep rejecting yourself, the heart becomes confused. It hears welcome in one sentence and rejection in the next. It tries to open, then closes again. So let your words agree with love. Speak to yourself like someone you want to heal. Speak to yourself like someone who deserves a calm morning. Speak to yourself like someone whose heart has already carried enough. Pause. Place your hand over the small ache between your shoulders if you can reach it, or simply place your hand over your heart. That ache may be where you hold pressure. It may be where you carry the need to do everything right. It may be where yesterday still sits. Breathe into that space. Do not ask it to disappear. Just say, "You can soften now. You can put this down." You do not have to carry the whole day at once. Sometimes the body needs permission before the mind can believe. The body has carried worry for so long that peace may feel unfamiliar. So speak slowly. Let the body learn the new message. I am safe to welcome good. I am safe to receive kindness. I am safe to begin again. Let these lines move like warm water through the places that have been tight. Resistance may also appear as control. You may think you are being responsible, but underneath the planning, there may be fear. You may try to decide exactly how the day must go, how people must act, what must happen, and what must not happen, when the answer must come, how the blessing must arrive. But life is larger than your plan. This does not mean you do nothing. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you do not squeeze the day so tightly that no good can surprise you. There is a difference between preparing and gripping. There is a difference between choosing and controlling. There is a difference between taking a step and trying to drag life by the hand. When you say, "I welcome good," you are saying, "I am willing to receive good in the way life brings it, not only in the way my fear demands it." That is freedom. That is peace. That is trust. Maybe the good comes through a plan working out. Maybe it comes through a plan changing. Maybe it comes through a person helping. Maybe it comes through a quiet answer. Maybe it comes through something leaving your life so something healthier can enter. The mind often calls change a problem before the soul has had time to call it guidance. So be patient with the day. Be patient with the forms good may take. Be patient with yourself as you learn to receive. Before we continue, there is something very important to understand. Welcoming good does not mean pretending life is perfect. It does not mean you deny pain. It does not mean you ignore real needs. It does not mean you smile through sadness. It does not mean you never feel fear. It means that even when life is not perfect, you refuse to close the door on support. You can be honest and open. You can be tired and open. You can be grieving and open. You can be unsure and open. You can say, "This is hard," and still say, "I welcome good." That is not weakness. That is deep spiritual strength. It takes courage to welcome good when the past has taught you to expect pain. It takes courage to be soft in a world that often tells you to harden. It takes courage to bless the morning when your mind is used to fearing it. But courage does not always roar. Sometimes courage whispers 3 words before getting out of bed. I welcome good. And then it takes one breath, and then one step, and then another. That is enough for this morning. Expecting good is not the same as trying to control the day. This is where many hearts become confused. They hear the words "welcome good," and they think it means they must make good happen. They think they must force the right feeling, force the right thought, force the right answer, force the right door to open. But that is not welcome. That is pressure. Good does not need your fear to guide it. Good does not need your tight hands to pull it closer. Good does not need you to suffer before it is allowed to come. Expecting good means you open your inner eyes. It means you agree to look for what is kind, helpful, clear, peaceful, and loving. It means you let your mind become a garden where better thoughts can grow. You plant the seed. You water it with attention. You give it light through trust, but you do not dig it up every 5 minutes to see if it is growing. Trust. This is how the morning practice becomes gentle. You say, "I welcome good," and then you let the day unfold. You do not need to stand over life and demand proof. You do not need to keep checking if the universe heard you. You do not need to turn your affirmation into another form of worry. You speak the words. You soften the body. You take the next right step. Then you allow. My dear, think of a garden in the early morning. The soil does not shout. The roots do not panic. The seed does not look at the sun and say, "Hurry, hurry, hurry." Growth has a quiet way. It happens beneath the surface before it appears above the ground. Your good may also begin beneath the surface. A new thought, a small feeling of courage, a softer answer, a little more patience, a clearer choice, a closed door that helps you turn, a simple sign that you are not alone. Maybe the good is a calm answer. Maybe the good is a kind word. Maybe the good is a delay that protects you. Maybe the good is the strength to keep going. Maybe the good is a new idea at the right time. Maybe the good is peace in a place where you used to panic. Notice, the mind may want only big signs. It may say, if something huge does not happen, then nothing good happened. But the soul knows better. The soul knows that life often heals through small, quiet gifts. A gentle morning, a safe drive, a kind text, a clear thought, a moment of rest, a problem that feels one step lighter. Do not miss the small good while waiting for the big good. Small good is still good. A small blessing is still a blessing. A small opening is still an opening. When you begin the morning with "I welcome good," you are training your attention to notice these things. And what you notice begins to grow in your awareness. This is not because you are making up a false life. It is because you are seeing more of what was already there. There is always more than fear. There is always more than lack. There is always more than the one problem the mind keeps repeating. The mind can become like a finger pointing at one dark corner of the room. It says, "Look there, look only there." And if you obey it all day, you may forget there is a window, a door, a chair, a table, a cup of water, a warm blanket, a whole room around you. Welcoming good turns your head. It lets you see the whole room. It lets you remember that one hard thing is not the whole story. Plant this thought in the morning. I do not need to force this day. I plant good thoughts and let life grow them. Let that be your garden prayer. Place both feet on the floor if you can. Feel the ground under you. Imagine your energy moving downward like roots entering calm soil. You do not need to flow away from your life. You do not need to escape your duties. You are here. You are present. You are supported by the ground beneath you. Bare feet on the floor can become a prayer. Morning light on the wall can become a prayer. The smell of soap, tea, coffee, or clean air can become a prayer. Anything can become sacred when you meet it with presence. Take one slow breath and say, I am planted in peace. I am open to good. I trust what is growing in my life. Do not rush the growth. When you rush, you leave the present moment and run into fear. You start asking, when will it happen? How will it happen? What if it does not happen? What if I am too late? And suddenly, the morning is no longer a garden. It becomes a storm. Come back. You are here. This breath is here. This day has just begun. You do not need to solve the whole future before breakfast. You only need to plant the next good thought. Begin there. Expecting good also means you stop practicing disappointment before it arrives. Many people suffer twice. First, they imagine what might go wrong. Then, if something hard does happen, they suffer again. And if it does not happen, they have still spent the day in pain. My dear, the body does not always know the difference between a real problem and a repeated fearful picture in the mind. If you imagine trouble all morning, the body may tighten as if the trouble is already here. The shoulders rise, the stomach turns, the breath becomes short, the heart feels crowded. This is why the morning practice matters. When you say, I welcome good, you stop feeding the picture of fear. You choose a new picture, not a fake picture, a kinder picture, a picture that leaves space for help. You can say, today I am willing to be surprised by good. Today I am willing to notice help. Today I am willing to believe that not every unknown thing is dangerous. That last line is very healing. Not every unknown thing is dangerous. Sometimes the unknown holds the answer. Sometimes the unknown holds the person you have not met yet. Sometimes the unknown holds the peace you did not think was possible. Sometimes the unknown holds a better path than the one you were trying to force. So when the mind fears the unknown, answer gently. The unknown can carry good too. Repeat that if you need to. The unknown can carry good too. Again, the unknown can carry good too. This is how expectation becomes trust instead of control. Control says, I must know before I feel safe. Trust says, I can feel safe enough to take the next step. Control says, life must follow my exact plan. Trust says, life may know a better way. Control says, if I cannot see the good, it is not there. Trust says, good may be growing beneath the surface. This does not mean you stop acting. A garden still needs care. You water what you plant. You pull out weeds when you see them. You give attention to what matters. You take steps. You make calls. You answer messages. You do the work that is yours to do. But you do it from a different energy. Not panic, not self-attack, not the belief that everything depends on you controlling every detail. You do it with partnership. You do your part, and you allow life to do its part. That is a beautiful way to live, a peaceful way, a stronger way. Each morning, after you say, I welcome good, give yourself one tiny number commitment. Look for 3 small signs of good before noon. Just 3, not 50, not every blessing in the world. 3 small signs. Maybe the first sign is that your breath became deeper. Maybe the second sign is that the water was warm when you washed your hands. Maybe the third sign is that someone answered more kindly than you expected. Maybe one sign is that you did not speak harshly to yourself when you usually would have. Maybe one sign is that you found the strength to begin. These are not meaningless things. They are proof that your attention is changing. They are proof that good is not only something far away. They are proof that life speaks in quiet ways. When you train yourself to notice 3 small signs of good before noon, you change the way your mind walks through the day. Instead of scanning only for what is wrong, it begins to ask, where is the good? This question itself opens the heart. Where is the good? Where is the help? Where is the lesson? Where is the softness? Where is the next right step? Ask gently. Do not demand. Let the answers come. Perhaps you will see that good was in the breath you took before reacting. Perhaps good was in the delay that gave you more time. Perhaps good was in the truth you finally admitted to yourself. Perhaps good was in the way you chose peace instead of proving a point. Good does not always arrive wearing bright colors. Sometimes good arrives as quiet wisdom. Sometimes good arrives as restraint. Sometimes good arrives as patience. Sometimes good arrives as the power to say no. Sometimes good arrives as rest. Let your idea of good become wide enough for real life. If you only call it good when everything goes exactly as planned, you will miss many blessings. If you only call it good when it feels easy, you may reject the very guidance that is helping you grow. If you only call it good when it looks like your desire, you may not recognize protection, redirection, or inner strength. So welcome good in all loving forms. Say, I welcome the good I understand. I welcome the good I do not yet understand. I welcome the good that comes gently. I welcome the good that guides me wisely. This is not about becoming passive. It is about becoming peaceful enough to see clearly. A tense mind often makes fast choices from fear. A peaceful mind can listen. A peaceful mind can notice. A peaceful mind can feel the difference between a door that is closed from fear and a door that is closed from protection. And the more you practice, the more you begin to trust your own inner sense. You start to feel when something is for you. You start to feel when something is draining you. You start to feel when life is asking you to wait. You start to feel when life is asking you to move. This is part of the good too. Guidance is good. Clarity is good. Timing is good. Protection is good. Even a pause can be good. So let the morning practice become a seed that grows through the day. Do not leave it behind after saying it once. Carry the feeling with you. Let it sit in your chest like a small light. If something does not go your way, whisper, good can still come from this. If someone is unkind, whisper, I do not have to lose my peace. If a plan changes, whisper, I welcome guidance. If you feel tired, whisper, I welcome rest and support. If you feel unsure, whisper, I welcome the next right step. The phrase is simple because life can become busy. You need words you can remember when your mind is full. You need words that can meet you in the kitchen, in the car, at work, in a hallway, in a moment of worry. 3 words are enough. I welcome good. And now, as you say them, do not reach for the whole future. Do not try to pull tomorrow into this morning. Let the day be a garden. Let your words be seeds. Let your attention be water. Let trust be sunlight. You do not have to force the flower open. You only have to care for what is growing. The next part is very important because your body must feel safe before your mind can truly receive. You can say beautiful words. You can repeat affirmations. You can speak about blessings, peace, love, and abundance. But if the body is tight with fear, the words may feel far away. They may stay in the head and never reach the heart. This is why the morning practice must include the body, not only the mind, not only the words, the body too, slow. Your body has been listening to your life for many years. It has heard the rushing. It has felt the stress. It has held the grief. It has carried the pressure. It has tightened when you felt unsafe. It has prepared when you expected something to go wrong. So be gentle with it. Do not command it to relax. Invite it. Do not shame it for feeling tense. Comfort it. Do not rush it into peace. Lead it there slowly. Let the body know it is not in danger. Let the breath tell the mind it can slow down. Let the heart remember it does not have to fight the whole day. Let your morning become a safe shore. Imagine a small boat on restless water. If the water is wild, the boat rocks and pulls against its rope. But when the anchor drops, the boat begins to steady. The waves may still move, but the boat is held. Your breath is an anchor. Your hand on your heart is an anchor. Your 3 morning words are an anchor. I welcome good. When you say them with a tense body, do not judge yourself. Simply slow down. Let the words come from a softer place. Let the breath open the way. Try this now. Inhale gently. Exhale slowly. Let the belly soften. Let the shoulders fall. Let the tongue rest. Let the space between your eyes relax. Safe. You do not need to be in a perfect place to do this. You can be in bed. You can be standing near the sink. You can be sitting in a chair. You can be in a busy home. You can even be in a hard season of life. Safety in this moment begins inside the breath. Say to the body, this is a new morning. We do not have to carry everything at once. We can receive one breath of peace. The body may not believe you right away. That is all right. The body learns through repetition. It learns by what you practice again and again. If it has practiced fear for years, give it time to practice peace. 2 minutes can help. Just 2 minutes in the morning. 2 minutes of slow breathing. 2 minutes of open hands. 2 minutes of speaking kindly to yourself. 2 minutes of not rushing into the day as if you are being chased. This is not too much to give your spirit. This is not selfish. This is care. Breathe slowly for 2 minutes and let the body hear. My body is safe this morning. My heart is open to good. I receive gently. Do not force deep feeling. Do not chase a special experience. Simply let the words rest near the body like a warm blanket. Let them cover the places that have felt cold. Let them speak to the parts of you that learn to stay ready for danger. The body understands simple kindness. It understands a slow exhale. It understands a soft hand. It understands a relaxed jaw. It understands the feeling of not being pushed. This is why you must not turn affirmations into pressure. If you say, I welcome good, but inside you are thinking, I must feel better right now. I must manifest quickly. I must fix my life today. The body hears pressure, not welcome. So release the pressure. Affirmations are not a race. Healing is not a race. Receiving is not a race. Mourning is not a race. Even if you have things to do, you can move from a calmer place. You can prepare with peace. You can act without attacking yourself. You can be responsible without being cruel to your own body. Worry may say, you must rush. Trust says, you may move with peace. Worry may say, if you slow down, everything will fall apart. Trust says, if you slow down, you may see more clearly. Worry may say, there is no time. Trust says, there is time for one breath. Held. The breath is always near. This is one of life's quiet gifts. You do not need to order it. You do not need to buy it. You do not need to deserve it. Breath comes. Breath supports. Breath stays with you from the first moment of life to the last. So let the breath teach you about receiving. You receive air all day long. You receive light through your eyes. You receive sound through your ears. You receive the ground through your feet. You receive warmth, touch, taste, rest, and support in many simple ways. Receiving is not strange to the body. The body knows how to receive. It has always known. The problem is that fear can make the body tighten against life. So the practice is not about forcing the body to learn something new. It is about helping the body remember what it already knows. Open your palms. Let the fingers relax. Feel the air just above your collarbones. Notice the hand rising and falling on your chest. Feel the quiet pulse in your wrist. These little sensations bring you back to now. And now is where good can enter. Not in the old story. Not in tomorrow's fear. Not in the argument you keep replaying. Now, right here. The body only lives in now. The mind travels to the past and future, but the body is here. When you return to the body, you return to the doorway of the present moment. And the present moment is the only place you can truly welcome good. My dear, many people try to receive from a place of tightness. They say, I am open, but their chest is guarded. They say, I trust, but their breath is held. They say, I welcome good, but their hands are clenched. This is not wrong. It is simply a sign that the body needs love. So let the body join the prayer. Say the words with open hands. Say the words with a softer belly. Say the words after one slow exhale. Say the words as if you are not trying to convince the universe, but comfort your own nervous system. I welcome good. I welcome good gently. I welcome good in a way my body can receive. This is a very loving way to practice. There may be times when too much good feels unsafe. That may sound strange, but it is true for many hearts. If you have lived in stress for a long time, peace can feel unfamiliar. If you have been disappointed many times, kindness can feel suspicious. If you have had to do everything alone, help can feel uncomfortable. So go slowly. You do not have to throw every door open at once. You can let good enter like morning light, slowly filling the room. You can let love enter one kind thought at a time. You can let support enter one small yes at a time. You can let peace enter one breath at a time. This is how the body learns safety, not by force, by steady kindness, by gentle return, by soft repetition. There is no need to shame yourself if you resist receiving. Simply notice. You might say, "A part of me feels afraid to receive." That sentence alone can soften something. It is honest. It does not judge. It lets the scared part be seen. Then you can say, "I understand. I am here." We can open slowly. These words may seem simple, but they are powerful. Many inner wounds come from being rushed, ignored, or judged. So healing often comes through being patient, seen, and held. Be that for yourself in the morning. Be the calm voice. Be the warm hand. Be the safe place. Let your body feel that you are no longer beginning the day by abandoning yourself. You are here now. You are listening now. You are willing to receive gently now. The body may show you where fear has been living, maybe in the chest, maybe in the stomach, maybe in the throat, maybe in the shoulders, maybe in the forehead. Do not be afraid of these places. They are not enemies. They are messengers. Place your attention there and whisper, "You are safe to soften. You are safe to release. You are safe to welcome good. If emotion comes, let it come. If tears come, let them be soft." Tears do not mean the practice has failed. Sometimes tears mean the body finally feels safe enough to let go. Sometimes a deep breath brings up what has been held down. Sometimes the heart opens and old sadness rises for a moment before peace enters more deeply. Let it move. Let it pass. Let yourself be human. You do not need to be perfectly calm to receive. You only need to stop fighting yourself. Even a trembling hand can open. Even a tired body can receive one breath. Even a worried heart can welcome a little good. A little good is enough to begin. This is why the phrase, "I welcome good," is so healing. It does not demand that you be ready for everything. It simply invites the next loving thing, the next peaceful breath, the next clear thought, the next gentle step, the next sign of support, the next moment of kindness. That is how a life changes. Not only through grand moments, but through repeated moments of safety, through mornings where you do not attack yourself, through breaths where you choose softness, through words that teach the body we are not in danger now. Imagine your breath as an anchor dropping into calm water. The surface may still move. Thoughts may still pass. Sounds may still come from the world around you. But something inside begins to steady. You are held. You are here. You are allowed to receive. Say, I do not need to rush to be worthy. I do not need to tense to be safe. I do not need to control everything to welcome good. Feel those words in the body. Let them loosen the old belief that stress keeps you safe. Stress may have helped you survive at times, but it does not have to lead every morning. You can thank the old pattern and choose a new one. Thank you, worry, for trying to protect me. Thank you, body, for carrying me. Thank you, heart, for staying, for open enough to try again. Now we begin differently. I welcome good. When your body feels safe, your receiving becomes natural. You do not have to grab. You do not have to prove. You do not have to beg. You are simply present enough to notice what life is offering. A kind word enters more deeply. A quiet moment feels more nourishing. A good idea becomes easier to hear. A helpful person becomes easier to accept. A blessing becomes easier to trust. Receiving is not only about what comes to you, it is about how open you are when it arrives. If your body is guarded, even love can feel like a threat. If your body is rushed, even guidance can be missed. If your body is tense, even peace can seem too quiet to trust. So each morning, prepare the body to receive, not with force, with kindness, with breath, with open hands, with 3 simple words. I welcome good. And if today feels heavy, say, I welcome good slowly. If today feels uncertain, say, I welcome good one step at a time. If today feels tender, say, I welcome good in a gentle way. There is no wrong way to begin with love. The body understands tone more than perfect words. So speak with a kind tone. Speak as if you are speaking to a child who has had a long night. Speak as if every cell in your body is listening, because it is. Tell your body you do not have to earn rest. You do not have to earn kindness. You do not have to earn peace. You are allowed to receive this morning. Let the shoulders soften again. Let the jaw soften again. Let the breath deepen again. Let the belly relax again. Again. This return is the practice, not staying peaceful every second. Returning again and again with love, with patience, with simple words. I welcome good. Let those words settle into the body like an anchor into calm water. Let them hold you while the day begins. Let them remind you that you can move with peace even when life is busy. Let them teach your body that receiving is safe. Let them teach your heart that good can come gently. Let them teach your mind that the morning does not have to begin in fear. And as your body softens, the words become more than words. They become a feeling. They become a place to stand. They become a quiet home inside you. Now let these 3 words become more than something you say. Let them become a morning ritual. Let them become a small sacred act that belongs to you before the day belongs to anyone else. A ritual does not have to be long. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to look beautiful to anyone watching. A true ritual is simply a moment where you bring love, breath, and meaning into what you are doing. So each morning, before the day becomes full, give yourself 3 gentle minutes. 3 minutes to breathe. 3 minutes to soften. 3 minutes to remember that life can meet you with good. 3 minutes may seem small, but small things done with love have great power. A little light can change a dark room. A little kindness can change the way the heart feels. A little pause can stop an old pattern from taking over the whole day. First, breathe. Second, soften. Third, speak. Fourth, listen. Begin with the breath. Sit up slowly if you can. If you are still lying down, that is fine too. Let the body be where it is. Place one hand over your heart and let the other hand rest open, palm facing upward. This simple shape says something to the body. One hand says, I am here with myself. The other hand says, I am willing to receive. Let your shoulders drop. Let the face soften. Let your breath come in like morning light. Then say, I welcome good. I welcome guidance. I welcome the best path for today. Pause after each line. Do not rush into the next sentence. Let the words have space. Let them enter the body. Let them touch the mind. Let them move through the heart. Begin. This is the first part of the ritual. Breath and words. Simple, loving, clear. The second part is gratitude. Not a long list, not a forced list. Just one thing. One real thing. One thing you can honestly thank life for, even if the day feels hard. Maybe you are grateful for the breath in your body. Maybe you are grateful for the bed that held you. Maybe you are grateful for the chance to begin again. Maybe you are grateful for clean water. Maybe you are grateful for one person who cares. Maybe you are grateful for the strength that has carried you this far. Choose one thing and say, thank you. That is enough. Gratitude opens the heart. It tells the mind that not everything is missing. It tells the body that support is already here in some form. It tells your energy to look not only at what is wrong, but also at what is holding you again. The third part of the ritual is intention. Ask yourself, how do I want to move through this day? Not, how can I control everything? Not, how can I make everyone approve of me? Not, How can I avoid every problem? Ask with love, how do I want to move through this day? Maybe the answer is with peace. Maybe the answer is with patience. Maybe the answer is with courage. Maybe the answer is with kindness. Maybe the answer is with trust. Let one word come. Do not overthink it. The heart often knows before the mind understands. Then speak it gently. Today I move with peace. Today I move with patience. Today I move with courage. Today I move with love. Choose only one if you wish. Simple is powerful. The fourth part of the ritual is listening. After you speak, be quiet for a few breaths. Let life answer in its own way. Maybe you feel calm. Maybe you feel nothing. Maybe a thought comes. Maybe the body simply feels a little softer. Do not demand a message. Do not force a sign. Just listen. Morning guidance is often soft. It may not arrive as a loud answer. It may arrive as a feeling to slow down. It may arrive as a thought to call someone. It may arrive as the quiet knowing that you do not need to worry about everything at once. This is how you make space for guidance. You breathe, you speak, you listen, you begin. My dear, the beauty of this ritual is that it can follow you anywhere. You can do it in bed. You can do it while standing near the window. You can do it with your hands around a warm cup. You can do it while washing your face. You can do it before leaving the house. The form does not matter as much as the feeling. The feeling is this: I am beginning my day with love. The feeling is this: I am not handing my morning over to fear. The feeling is this: I welcome good before I chase the world. Morning light can become part of the ritual. If sunlight touches your room, let it remind you that life begins again. If the sky is gray, let the softness remind you that good does not need bright weather to be present. If the house is quiet, let the quiet hold you. If the house is busy, let your breath become your quiet place. Good can meet you in any kind of morning: a peaceful morning, a noisy morning, a tired morning, a busy morning, a sad morning, a hopeful morning. The ritual is not about making the outside perfect. It is about making one small, safe place inside you. That safe place can travel with you. You can return to it again and again. Morning. There may be days when you forget. You may wake up and reach for the phone. You may start thinking about work. You may begin the old worry before you remember the new practice. That is not failure. The moment you remember, return. If you remember while brushing your teeth, say it then. I welcome good. If you remember while making breakfast, say it then. I welcome good. If you remember while walking out the door, say it then. I welcome good. If you remember hours later, say it then too. Spiritual practice is not about never forgetting. It is about returning when you remember. Return with kindness. Return without shame. Return as many times as you need again. Each time you return, you are building a new path inside the mind. At first, the old path may be easier. Worry may come quickly. Self-criticism may come quickly. Fear may come quickly. That is because the mind has walked those paths many times. But every time you say, "I welcome good," you step onto a new path. Every time you pause before the phone, you step onto a new path. Every time you put your hand on your heart, instead of attacking yourself, you step onto a new path. Every time you look for one good thing, you step onto a new path. One day, the new path becomes easier. The mind begins to know the way. The heart begins to trust the way. The body begins to feel safe on the way. This is how change happens. Not all at once, not by force, not by fear, by gentle practice, by daily kindness, by small loving choices made again and again. Let your morning ritual be like dawn. Dawn does not force the world to become light in 1 second. It comes slowly. It touches one edge of the sky, then another. Then the room begins to brighten. Then shapes become clear. Then the day opens. Let your healing be like that. Let your receiving be like that. Let your morning be like that. A little light at a time. You may choose to say the 3 words 3 times each morning. The first time, say them for your mind. I welcome good. The second time, say them for your body. I welcome good. The third time, say them for your day. I welcome good. Then pause and breathe. This is enough. Do not make it heavy. Do not turn it into a rule that makes you feel guilty. A loving ritual should make the heart softer, not more afraid. It should feel like a hand on your shoulder, not a finger pointing at you. Let it be gentle. Let it be simple. Let it be yours. If you want to add more, add only what feels peaceful. A short prayer, 1 line in a journal, a moment in front of the mirror, a sip of water taken slowly, a hand on the heart before leaving the room, a quiet thank you before starting work. These small acts tell the day, I am entering with awareness. They tell your soul, I have not forgotten you. They tell your body, we do not have to rush into fear. They tell life, I am open. And life responds to openness. Sometimes it responds through peace. Sometimes it responds through strength. Sometimes it responds through a kind person. Sometimes it responds through clear timing. Sometimes it responds through a closed door that later becomes a blessing. Sometimes it responds through your own calm choice. Do not decide too quickly what good must look like. Let the day show you. Let the ritual open you. Let the words guide you. I welcome good. Now we come to a very gentle truth. You do not have to chase good to receive good. You do not have to run after peace. You do not have to beg for love. You do not have to prove your worth before life can bless you. You do not have to hold the whole world together with tired hands. There is another way. You can welcome, you can align, you can open, you can receive. Yes, chasing feels tight. Welcoming feels open. Chasing says, it is far away from me. Welcoming says, it may already be near. Chasing says, I must fight for every good thing. Welcoming says, I am willing to let life meet me. When you chase, the body leans forward in fear. The heart worries it will miss something. The mind keeps asking, where is it? When is it coming? Why is it not here yet? This energy can become heavy. Even the thing you want begins to feel like pressure. But when you welcome, you come back into yourself. You stop running outside of your own heart. You stop leaving your peace behind. You stop telling life that you are empty until something arrives. You become a home for the good you desire. From today, I stop chasing peace. From today, I stop begging for love. From today, I stop proving my worth. From today, I become available to good. Let your hands soften as you hear this. If they are clenched, open them. Let the fingers relax. Let the forehead soften. Let the breath return to the body. Feel the difference between gripping and allowing open. When you say, I welcome good, you are not saying, I will sit still and do nothing. You are saying, I will act from peace instead of panic. You are saying, I will take my steps, but I will not attack myself along the way. You are saying, I will do what is mine to do, and I will allow life to do what only life can do. This is very important. Welcoming good does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop carrying the day like a heavy stone. It means you stop trying to control every person, every answer, every delay, every outcome. It means you leave room for life to surprise you. My dear, some of the best things in life arrive in ways the mind could not plan. A helpful idea comes when you stop forcing. A peaceful answer comes when you stop asking the same question in fear. A kind connection appears when you are no longer trying to prove you are lovable. A new door opens after you finally stop knocking on the wrong one. This is why welcoming good is powerful. It gives life space. It gives timing space. It gives your heart space. It gives miracles room to move. A magnet does not chase the metal. It does not run. It does not beg. It simply becomes what it is, and what matches it is drawn near. In the same way, you can become more aligned with good. You do this through your words. You do this through your breath. You do this through your choices. You do this through what you allow yourself to believe is possible. When you say, I welcome good. You are tuning your inner energy. You are saying, I am available to peace. I am available to support. I am available to kindness. I am available to better thoughts. I am available to the right next step. Receive. Try this softly. Say 5 gentle yeses. Yes to peace. Yes to help. Yes to love. Yes to ease. Yes to good. Let each yes be small, yes be and real. You do not need to shout. You do not need to force emotion. Let the yes be like a door opening just a little wider. Yes, yes, yes. There is power in agreement. Not agreement with fear, not agreement with old pain. Agreement with good. Agreement with life. Agreement with the part of you that still believes something kind can happen. Before we go deeper, my dear, if these words are opening something in your heart, you may write, I welcome good. Let it be your little promise to yourself today. Not a promise to become perfect, not a promise to never worry again, not a promise to have every answer, a promise to open, a promise to return, a promise to let the day hold more than fear. I welcome good. I am not chasing good. I am aligned with good. I am open to receive what is right for me. Let these words rest in you. Many people block good because they believe good must be earned through stress. They think rest must be earned by being exhausted. They think love must be earned by pleasing everyone. They think money must be earned through constant fear. They think peace must be earned after every problem is solved. But good is not always a prize at the end of suffering. Good can be a support on the way. Peace can meet you before the problem is solved. Love can meet you before you feel perfect. Help can meet you before you know exactly what to do. Guidance can meet you while you are still learning. This changes everything. You do not have to wait until life is easy to welcome good. You welcome good so you can move through life with more ease. You do not have to wait until you are healed to welcome love. You welcome love so healing can feel safer. You do not have to wait until you are rich to welcome abundance. You welcome abundance by noticing, receiving, and respecting the good already flowing. You do not have to wait until you are fearless to welcome peace. You welcome peace one breath at a time, even while fear is present. This is a kinder path. This is a path the body can trust. This is a path the heart can follow. Chasing often comes from the belief that you are separate from good. It says, good is over there and I must run to get it. But welcome says, good can meet me here. Welcome brings the power back to this moment. Here you can breathe. Here you can soften. Here you can speak kindly. Here you can notice one blessing. Here you can take one step. Here you can receive. Good does not only live in the future, It lives in the next breath. It lives in the warmth of your hands. It lives in the fact that you are still here. It lives in the small courage that keeps rising. It lives in the quiet moment when you choose not to give up on yourself. Do not make good so far away that you miss it when it is close. Sometimes good is not an event. Sometimes good is a shift in how you meet the event. Sometimes good is not a new thing. Sometimes good is a new thought about the thing in front of you. Sometimes good is not someone changing. Sometimes good is you choosing peace in their presence. Sometimes good is not more. Sometimes good is enough. Open to all of that. Open to the visible good and the invisible good. Open to the loud blessing and the quiet blessing. Open to the expected good and the surprising good. Open to the good that comes as comfort and the good that comes as courage. This is how life becomes richer. Not because every moment is perfect, but because every moment has more meaning. The practice is simple. Each morning, after saying, "I welcome good," ask yourself, where can I stop chasing today? Maybe you can stop chasing approval. Maybe you can stop chasing an answer that is not ready. Maybe you can stop chasing a person who does not meet you with respect. Maybe you can stop chasing perfection. Maybe you can stop chasing the idea that you must do everything by yourself. Then breathe and say, "I release the chase. I return to my center. I welcome what is truly good for me." This is not giving up. This is coming home. There is a deep difference between giving up and letting go. Giving up says, nothing good can happen. Letting go says, good may happen in a way I cannot control. Giving up closes the heart. Letting go opens the heart. Giving up carries sadness. Letting go carries trust. So do not confuse surrender with weakness. Surrender can be one of the strongest choices you make. It takes strength to stop forcing. It takes strength to stop proving. It takes strength to stop holding what is hurting you. It takes strength to open your hand and say, "Life, bring me what is right." The morning is a perfect time to practice this because the day has not fully formed yet. Your energy is still tender. Your mind is still close to the world of sleep. Your heart is still reachable. In this soft place, you can choose not to begin in chase. You can begin in welcome. You can begin in trust. You can begin in peace. The next part is the one many people forget. These words are not only for the morning, they are for the moments when the day tests your peace. The morning practice becomes even more powerful when you carry it with you. It is beautiful to say, "I welcome good," when the room is quiet and the day is soft. But the true power comes when you remember the words in the middle of real life. When the phone rings, when the message arrives, when the plan changes, when someone speaks sharply, when traffic slows, when the mind begins to worry. That is when the words become a bridge from fear back to trust, a bridge from reaction back to choice, a bridge from the old pattern back to the new path. When the day becomes loud, return to the words. When the mind becomes afraid, return to the words. When something does not go your way, return to the words. When you feel yourself closing, return to the words. When the old story begins speaking, return to the words. Pause. You do not need to wait for the next morning to begin again. You can begin again at any moment, at 10 in the morning, at noon, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the middle of a hard conversation, in the middle of a busy task, in the middle of your own worry. The words are portable. They fit in your breath. They fit in your heart. They fit in a 10-second pause. That is why they are so useful. When the phone feels heavy in your hand and you are afraid to read a message, pause for 10 seconds. Breathe. I welcome good. When you receive an email and your chest tightens, pause for 10 seconds. Breathe. I welcome good. When you are sitting in traffic and the mind begins to complain, pause for 10 seconds. Breathe. I welcome good. When you are about to answer someone from anger, pause for 10 seconds. Breathe. I welcome good. Those 10 seconds can save your peace. They can stop an old reaction. They can give your heart enough room to choose a better answer. They can remind the body that not every moment needs to become a fight. Return. You may think, how can I welcome good in a hard moment? But that is when the words matter. You are not saying the hard thing is good. You are saying good can still enter. Peace can still enter. Wisdom can still enter. Help can still enter. A better response can still enter. Even here, I welcome good. Even now, I choose peace. Even this moment can bless me. Let these words become a little bridge beneath your feet. A bridge does not remove the river. It helps you cross. In the same way, this practice may not remove every problem, but it helps you move through the problem with more grace. My dear, life will bring many chances to practice. Not because life is against you, but because practice becomes real when it meets the day. It is easy to feel peaceful when nothing is asking anything from you. But spiritual strength grows when you remember peace while life is moving, when you can pause before reacting, when you can breathe before speaking, when you can open your heart even a little in a tense moment. This is how the phrase becomes part of you. Not just something you say, something you live. Lack may say, there is not enough. Abundance says, good can still reach you. Lack may say, this delay means loss. Abundance says, this delay may be guidance. Lack may say, you are forgotten. Abundance says, support may be moving quietly. Lack may say, hold tighter. Abundance says, open your hand again. The voice of lack often becomes loud during the day. It may speak when money is discussed. It may speak when time feels short. It may speak when someone else seems to have more. It may speak when you feel tired or unseen. Do not hate this voice. It comes from fear. It comes from old stories. It comes from places inside you that need love. But do not let it lead your whole day. When lack says there is not enough, place a hand on your heart if you can, or simply take a slow breath and answer, I welcome good. I welcome enough. I welcome support. This does not deny the need. It changes the energy you bring to the need. Instead of meeting money, time, work, or relationships from panic, you meet them from openness. You become more able to see solutions. You become more able to receive help. You become more able to make wise choices. Fear closes the eyes. Peace opens them. So when the day presses on you, use the words as a bridge to a clearer place. If someone disappoints you, breathe and say, I welcome good into my response. If you feel overwhelmed, breathe and say, I welcome good into my next step. If you are waiting for news, breathe and say, I welcome good into this waiting. If you feel lonely, breathe and say, I welcome good into my heart. If you make a mistake, breathe and say, I welcome good into how I treat myself now. This is important. You must welcome good not only when things go well, but also when you are human, especially when you are human, when you forget, when you react, when you feel afraid, when you feel low, when you do not know what to do. That is when kindness is needed most. Do not use this practice to demand perfection from yourself. Use it to return to love. The goal is not to become a person who never feels fear. The goal is to become a person who knows how to come back to peace. Come back again and again. That is the path. The day may offer many small tests. The line may be long. The answer may be delayed. The person may not understand you. The plan may change. The mind may want to say, see, nothing good happens. But you can answer differently now. You can say, this is not the whole story. Good can still come. I welcome good here too. Those last two words are powerful. Here too. Not only in easy places, not only in pretty moments, not only when everything works. Here too, in this delay, in this conversation, in this uncertainty, in this tired body, in this ordinary hour, I welcome good here too. This is how you stop dividing life into sacred and not sacred. Every place can become a place of practice. Every moment can become a doorway. Every breath can become a return. The morning words begin the day, but they do not stay in the morning. They walk with you. They become like a quiet path under your steps. They remind you where to place your feet when fear tries to pull you away. Bridge, path, step. You do not need to leap into a whole new life in one day. You only need the next step, and sometimes the next sea. Step is a breath. Sometimes it is silence. Sometimes it is a kind answer. Sometimes it is asking for help. Sometimes it is resting. Sometimes it is saying no. Sometimes it is saying yes. Good can guide all of these. The more you practice, the more you will feel the words before you say them. Something inside you will pause. Something inside you will soften. Something inside you will remember. I do not have to meet this moment from fear. That remembering is a blessing. That remembering is growth. That remembering is your spirit becoming stronger. Let the phrase become your gentle return point. When you are unsure, return. When you are rushing, return. When you are hurt, return. When you are grateful, return. When you are receiving, return. When you are beginning again, return. I welcome good, not as a way to control life, as a way to stay open to life, not as a way to deny what hurts, as a way to let healing enter what hurts, not as a way to avoid action, as a way to take action from peace. And now, as we come toward the close, bring the whole practice back into the heart. Come back to the morning doorway. Come back to the first breath. Come back to the hand on your heart. Come back to the simple truth that a day can begin again, and so can you. Let your shoulders drop once more. Let your jaw soften. Let the body know it does not need to hold so tightly. Let the heart know that it has permission to open at its own pace. There is a quiet face in the mirror that has waited for kindness. There is a heart inside you that has carried many things and still wants to believe in good. There is a part of you that may be tired but not finished, tender but not broken, unsure but still willing. Meet that part with love. Do not rush past yourself this morning. Do not leave yourself behind. Do not begin the day as if your own heart does not matter. Look gently at yourself, even if only in your mind, and say, I welcome good. I welcome love. I welcome this day with trust. Let those words be a blessing over your thoughts. Let them be a blessing over your body. Let them be a blessing over your home, your work, your relationships, your choices, your money, your healing, and your path. You do not need to know everything today. You do not need to fix everything today. You do not need to become someone else today. You only need to begin with love and return to love when you remember. May this morning meet you kindly. May this day surprise you gently. May your heart stay open to good. May your steps be guided. May your words be soft. May your mind find peace. Blessed. A blessing is not a demand. It is a loving direction. It is the heart turning toward what is good and saying, "This way." It is a way of placing light on the path before you walk it. So bless thee. So, a day before you judge it. Bless your body before you criticize it. Bless your mind before you fill it with worry. Bless your work before you call it too much. Bless your relationships before you expect pain. Bless your path before you decide you are lost. Say, "I bless this morning. I bless this body. I bless this life. I welcome good." Feel the breath on your lips. Feel the morning light touching the room, even if the light is soft or hidden behind clouds. Feel the quiet power of being present with yourself. This is enough. Ready. You have learned to begin before the world enters. You have learned that your first words teach the day how to meet you. You have learned the deeper meaning of "I welcome good." You have learned to release morning resistance. You have learned to expect good without forcing good. You have learned to let the body feel safe to receive. You have learned to build a simple ritual. You have learned to welcome without chasing. You have learned to carry the words through the day. Now let it all become simple again. Do not carry all the teaching as another burden. Carry only the feeling. Carry only the words. Carry only the breath. I welcome good. That is enough to begin. If this reached your heart, write, "I welcome good." Let those words become your morning seed. Let them remind you that you are allowed to receive. Let them remind you that good can come in simple ways. Let them remind you that the day is not only a list of duties, but also a field of blessings. Let them remind you that you can pause, breathe, and open again, gently. Tomorrow morning, when your eyes open, remember this moment. Before the phone, before the rush, before the old story, before the world enters, place one hand over your heart and say, "I welcome good." Say it for your mind, say it for your body, say it for the day ahead. Then take one step and let life meet you there. As this practice settles into your heart, remember that the power is not in saying perfect words with perfect belief. The power is in returning to your breath, returning to kindness, returning to the open door inside you. Every morning gives you a new place to begin. Not because yesterday did not matter, but because today is alive. Today has not yet been fully shaped. Today still has room for peace, help, love, healing, and unexpected good. You do not have to wake up fearless to practice this. You do not have to wake up happy to practice this. You do not have to wake up certain to practice this. You can wake up tired and still say, "I welcome good." You can wake up unsure and still say, "I welcome good." You can wake up with a full heart, a heavy heart, or a quiet heart and still open the door. That is the gift of these 3 words. They are simple enough to meet you anywhere. They do not ask you to pretend. They do not ask you to force. They do not ask you to become someone else. They only ask you to open a little. A little opening can let in a little light. A little light can change the way you see. A little change in the way you see can change the way you move. And the way you move through the day can change the life you build. So let this be your morning promise. I will not give my first breath to fear. I will not give my first thought to worry. I will not give my first words to lack. I will begin with good. I will begin with love. I will begin with an open heart. Breathe. Place your hand over your heart one last time. Feel the steady life within you. Feel the quiet support of this moment. Feel the part of you that is ready, even if only a little. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not closed forever. Good can still reach you. Good can still grow in you. Good can still move through this day in ways you do not yet see. Say it softly. I welcome good. I welcome peace. I welcome the blessings of this day. And as you move forward, let the words walk with you. Let them be there when the morning is easy. Let them be there when the morning is hard. Let them be there when you feel strong. Let them be there when you need support. You are allowed to receive gently. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to welcome more good into your day. Good things are happening in my world now.